So nice meeting
Hi.
you guys. I watched the film and I'm a little bit obsessed because I recently found out that the fight scene was actually real and the idea came from Michael, right? So I wanted to ask a little bit, how did that idea came from? And also, Jack, what made you say yes to this, cinematic crazy possibility?
Well, I'll start with we had 20 days to make this film and only a day and a half for the final fight. If anybody who knows about doing stunt scenes or boxing scenes or sports scenes, usually you have 10 times that, if not 100 times that amount of time. So thank God I had Michael as Irish Mike, because not only is he a fabulous and brilliant boxer and one of the great actors, but he was one of the most willing participants when it came into me saying, we haven't got much time. I've got this many cameras. We just got to do it.
We were a smaller production, and I knew that we would be going against people with a lot more time and money. I also felt like the audience is just, there's been such a big history of boxing films that to make something new, I suggested to Jack that if we could keep it towards the end of the film, they wouldn't worry about me getting hurt. And
true.
I was so grateful that I said, we'll just do a real fight. I got very worried when he said, great.
So that was going to be my follow-up question, because what was more intimidating, to actually film a fight? Like, yes, we knew, the result of the fight at the end, that was probably planned, but was that more intimidating, or actually having to act with people like Joe Pesci and Ron Perlman? Because I mean, I would freak out.
Everything but Joe Pesci was a bit
Definitely a
intimidating.
little intimidating.
And the fight sequences, we didn't really have that scripted. A lot of the corner stuff was not scripted.
I said the thing to you, wasn't it? I was like, everyone's just got to trust me and just sort of go to areas, get these cameras.
It felt like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And the fight just went on, and we just kept fighting. And then Jack was screaming,
I was grabbing the Steadicam operator, moving this person here, and no one was allowed to ask me a question because we initially had 4 days that got taken down to a day and a half. That's a trust thing. That is a beautiful trust thing. I trusted Mike to sort of say, well, these are the different stages of the fight. So we have to build it from here, build it from here. And you very much took that and knew exactly where you were going to be in that part of the fight. It's all the mentality, the amazing,
and
how he is a fighter.
And to make contact, to make real contact with each other. And my opponent, Cameron, who was also amazing.
A brilliant and actual professional fighter. So
I felt like that's what the audiences kind of needed to see. That they've seen so many boxing films. They're much smarter now. They see stunts and they see choreography, and so we just tried to do something raw and
the film
real.
is all about honesty and about truth and about literally heart on a platter. If we had done what we've done leading up to the fight and then dropped the baton at the last hurdle, it would have just made it all for now. So I get on my hands and knees and say thank you, because the film is about that journey. And I always say it's not a boxing film, it's a film about a boxer. It's an adult story, it's a character study. And the fight itself is people who don't even like boxing see this film and say, I hate boxing, but I love this film. And that's the lucky thing about it, is because we earned the fight. We understand Irish Mike. We understand Michael's journey and what's gone into it. So
now, that was also something I wanted to ask is, as an independent production, a small production that has to be shot in very few days and kind of make do with what you have. I always say that there is a moment of magic of cinema when you expect that something might not work out, and then all of a sudden when you're shooting, that happens. What was that happened in this production that surprised you, or that you consider to be a miracle?
everything,
everything, every day.
everything.
We talk a lot about the fight, which was basically, it was day and a half or 2 days. From my perspective, what I saw was a fight like that was Jack fighting like that every single day, and every single day it was going to fall apart. And
making this film was
I mean, it was it was that fight, a real fight.
I mean, making a film in black and white, staying true to yourself, saying that I'll either walk away from the picture unless we have to do it this way, sticking to your guns, going with your gut, believing in a friend and an actor to the point of I literally wouldn't have made the film with anybody else. And the reason being is you put all of it on the line when you believe in something so dearly and so deeply, and you fight as hard as you do, because hopefully, fingers crossed, you end up with something that you love and is beautiful. And I do think we've ended up with something quite beautiful, and it's
Absolutely.
honest and it's true. And that's why we fell in love with cinema in the first place.
Amazing. Well, you did a beautiful film. Thank you so much. And
Thank
congrats
you.
again. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.